Hello, you're watching Start Select. Now don't panic, or in some cases celebrate just yet. I haven't met with some debilitating accident. It's a visual gag, because today's show is all about patches. Game ones. Coming up today, Skyrim gets patched, dragons go backwards, and Battlefield 3 gets patched, dragons seemingly unaffected. You know what, some things you can experience backward and they're just as good as they are normally. Race car, for instance, is race car backwards. Pretty neat. Skyrim, on the other hand, is not one of those things. Backwards, it's this. Pretty confusing. Someone should really get onto Bethesda then, because it seems their dragons are stuck in the wrong gear. Yes, this week Bethesda released a console patch for its massive new game, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. It was designed to fix such issues as screen tear and your would-be spouse arriving to your wedding dead. And we all know how awkward that can be, can't we? Sadly, it seems in addressing these issues, the patch has introduced two even bigger bugs to all formats of the game. For one thing, some of the dragons are now flying backwards. Arse. Secondly, resistances granted by armor, blessings, race perks and so on have stopped working, so even if your armor claims to give you 20% frost resistance, in reality it doesn't. If you get hit, you're still going to bear the full brunt of it. It's pretty serious and potentially game-breaking for some until Bethesda patch up the patch. You can of course refuse to update, but you won't be able to be online at the same time. So, have you had issues? I certainly experienced the resistance issue last night. My dragons were going the right way, but I did have one or two blokes flying along invisible ground rails outside the College of Winterhold. Will you be avoiding the patch until they repatch the game? Let us know. Next up in Patchapalooza 2011, EA have released a long-awaited update for Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3, and it's a big one. The patch sets its sight on a number of bugs, including a number of sound issues, server crashes, and kill cards showing the wrong information. The multiplayer squad join interface has also been significantly improved, allowing players to join empty squads alone should they fancy playing as a one-man army. That said, the privacy flag now automatically switches from private to public when a squad gets whittled down to one man, so if your three friends rage quit, you're going to be playing with strangers whether you like it or not. You can catch the full list of fixes on BF3blog.com. What you won't see on there though is a voice chat fix for the PS3, doubtless to the disappointment of many. Since Battlefield 3 launched, a number of PS3 gamers have experienced patchy voice lines or even no lines whatsoever. That's right, gamers cursing like homophobic sailors or singing in a high-pitched voice down their headsets have been doing so completely in vain, as in some instances voice chat gets cut off altogether. Still, at least they have the satisfaction of knowing they can download their patch before Xbox 360 gamers, who have a bit of a wait, assuming they've got space for the file, that is. The patch is an impressive 758 megabytes in North America, and an even more impressive 767 megabytes in Europe. We understand the extra file size comes from 9 megabytes of digital bubble wrap to ensure it makes that extra distance safely. And talking of bubble wrap, you may have seen our Skyrim statue speed build video last month, but have you seen the Skyrim statue speed demolish? Yes, Dovahkiin has been boxed up ready to send to our lucky competition winner, so if you fancy watching me and Danny struggle to get a 7-foot-tall bloke in a box, feel free to check it out on the site. In the meantime, that's all from me for now. Take care of yourselves and watch out for those backward dragons. The new Apple eye patch.
Imagine how pirates felt. That's why they're so angry.
Pirate walks into a bar with a ship's helm attached to his trousers. The barman says, "Isn't that annoying?" Pirate says, "Aye, it's driving me nuts."